Okay, here is Game 3 of the Proleague All-Stars 2009. This is going to be Flash versus Savior. I think this is going to be a fun matchup. I've always liked both of these players. As you guys probably all know, I am a big Flash fan. Yes, I am. I'm proud of it. I got to say, both of these players, though, have been going through life slumps. Savior's life slump is mainly because he's become emo, and he is just terminally depressed. He's been listening to too much Dashboard Confessional and My Chemical Romance and all that junk. So basically all he does is cry in his room all day about his, lamenting about his MSL titles, just crying on top of them and wishing and that he could do it again and win something again, and promising his fans that he'll practice harder and giving up everything and like slitting his wrists. Okay, so that's Savior's problem. Flash's problem, a little more technical. It's that KTF, now known as KT, is still overclocking his goddamn processors. Flash's brain, which is a collection of neural net processors, is totally overclocked. I mean, they were rated at like 15 gigahertz, and they're now at 25 gigahertz. Stupid KTF, KT coach, overclocking Flash's processors and not upgrading his liquid cooling system. That's the only thing that's wrong with Flash. I mean, honestly, the guy obviously is the Terminator Terran, and he basically was pushed to those limits and was the best in the world, but then it went over the limit, and he was playing every game for KTF, and they kept just, let's amp up the voltage, and all of a sudden, weird anomalies started happening, like Flash developed emotions out of nowhere. What the hell was that? That's not supposed to happen with the Terminator. He's not supposed to cry, and Flash did because he was just confused. What is up with these people with their notebooks? Seriously. All right. I mean, I'm sure those of you who read Korean can translate it. So let's just see what that means then. There should be like subtitles for these. So we've got Flash here on the left on Outsider, and Savior is on the 1 o'clock, as a Zerg player, of course. Right now, I just heard the Korean commentator say. I don't know what that means. But, I think Outsider is a good map for Savior to make a somewhat of an upset on. I'd say it's definitely an upset if Savior can beat Flash. So Flash right now is overclocked. He's overheating. Sometimes he has little brain farts and crashes, basically, but they're not terminal crashes yet. He's just having some artifacts on the screen, and he does stupid things like those speed vulture drops against Hydras. But Savior is on serious need for multiple antidepressants here. I mean, he needs some serotonin in his system. I mean, in the middle of the game, he might decide to actually start hanging himself. That is how messed up Savior is. And obviously then Flash is a favorite in this matchup. This map is slightly Zerg favorite though, like I said. So I think that's going to benefit Savior. Hopefully he can get a victory off and keep going with his I'm going to destroy everyone in 2009 thing, which has unfortunately not gotten too far. The farthest it's gotten really is a round of 8 finish in an MSL, where he was defeated roundly by Zero, who was then defeated thoroughly by Jadong. But in that, at least, Savior went pretty far. But after that, nada. He did win against Nada. I think in the WWI, or was it another one? One of those small tournaments he won. But seriously, that is not that big of a deal. All right, so 12 hatch coming from Savior. On this map, I do expect Flash to go mech, and I think we have a gas there for Flash. Generally, you want that mech so you can get earlier tech for more mobility, because this map really generally goes around in a circle is how the action proceeds in terms of expansions and attacking expansions. Usually, you don't actually develop towards the middle until very end of the game. And here we're seeing Savior moving a drone down to the kind of right side there. Is he going to try to trick it through, or is he going to expand? He's going to expand there at the mineral only. So he's going for that double expand off of 3 hatcheries, it looks like. Although he is getting that 3rd hatchery after the pool is done. I guess he wants the Lings out a little bit sooner in case, well, maybe just chase around the SCV, maybe just stop a Vulture from getting through. Or maybe just to prone against some kind of weirdness. Weird cheese or something. There's gas for Savior, and just 2 Zerglings, 4 Zerglings now. Still pretty standard opening. Basically his 3 hatchery opening. not his 3-hatcher opening, but he used to use that all the time back when he hadn't started listening to emo music yet, and you know, was a normal Korean kid. He was happy. He was still winning. That's what he was a master of. Of course, Bisu, Firebat Hero, turned him to basically, you know, the self-mutilating person he is. I mean, for a while he just wore all black and moped around. And I think he still does that when he's not forced to wear that CGA uniform. He dresses all black, and he wears Converse All-Stars. Wears tight jeans. Emo kids. Ole KT, that is the new name of Flash's team. Hopefully they have have a new philosophy about the whole overclocking issue. All right, so Savior's actually getting 2 gases here pretty early on. This is interesting. I think he probably just went to Lair. Now I'm gonna guess he's gonna go for a Mutalisks then, because he needs that extra gas. That's what he's gonna get that extra gas for. But the question is there gonna be something that Flash can hurt him during the meantime with, and that is going to be Wraiths, I believe. That one Vulture is not going to do much of anything except take some hit points off of that Extractor. I doubt it's going to get it all the way down, though. The Wraith might be a bit of a problem, though, for Savior if he doesn't build a Den. If he goes straight for Spire. Although he has built a Den, so he is going to get some Hydralisks. That means he should be fine against a few Wraiths, especially if they don't have Cloak. Control Tower is being put down. This could mean a number of things now. It could mean drops. It's unlikely, but I guess it could mean Cloak Rates, but I don't think so. I think it could be Science Vessels also, though. Early Science Vessels. I'm going to assume drops for now. There's the Wraith. Going to take down 1 Overlord, maybe 2 possibly. And Flash is going to go back to M&M after this. So an early 1-base tech build is what's going to be. There is a Science Facility. It's going to be an early 1-base tech, and then followed by M&M. So early Vessels, that's going to help a lot in terms of dealing with Mutalisks. Because Savior's gone for that 3-hatch Mutalisk build. In fact, his Mutalisks, when they come out, might be just completely useless. We saw somebody have the same thing happen to them. I believe it was Luxury, where 1-base Terran, or I think it was 1-base Terran, basically went against the slow Mutalisk build. I forgot exactly who it was, but basically the Mutalisks were utterly useless. And that is what happens, unfortunately, to you if you get them that slowly and the Terran player finds that build. Of course, if he loses just a few SCVs, the Terran player will be in huge trouble in this build. So he needs to really be safe from that Mutalisk harass. Flash is building a lot of barracks. He, of course, is way behind in terms of economy. If you know, if the game continues like this, and basically Luxury is allowed to, Savior is allowed to expand again or something like that without too much pressure. But Savior is probably not going to have that happen. There's going to be a lot of pressure put on pretty soon with the help of that big, powerful Science Vessel, who is going to have Irradiate pretty soon. Yeah, it was, I believe, Light versus Luxury, where that occurred, where Light just completely just outplayed Luxury with the build order. It's got those Vessels out early. Luxury was delayed in his game by basically a variety of different kinds of harassment. When his Mutalisks came out, they were utterly useless. Now, Saviors are going to be pretty much like that if they can't do a lot of damage instantly here or very quickly, because their first Irradiate's going to come out. And I've got to say, Savior's had problems with his pulls in recent games that we've watched. He's had problems pulling the Irradiated Mutalisk out. There's the Vessel. There's the Irradiate. Oh, no, Savior. Okay, whoa, good pull there, actually. Very, very good pull. Nice work, Savior. So he doesn't take that much losses, and in fact, if he can do some more damage to Flash's Marines, he could easily take advantage of this low resource build here. Now, of course, Flash got Mutalisk to death by Yellow Arnek in that famous game in the MSL. I do highly suggest you guys watch it, and that was Flash, baby. I mean, Flash going... And he was at 2-base, too. He was at 2-base Terran versus 2-base Mutalisks, and he still lost the game. So certainly, Flash is not immune at all to Mutalisks. We're going to see, though, if he can handle Savior here. Savior can do it, too. I think it's more of Savior being able to do it than Flash being able to handle it, in my opinion. All right, Savior manages to take down the front door here. Another Irradiate, this time Savior not pulling. Oh, no. Oh, bad. Bad news. Savior, that was a slow pull by Savior. And now with 2 Vessels out, there's going to be double the regeneration, and maybe another Vessel is going to come out, and I think the Mutalisk threat is going to be gone. at that point. So Majo Yoon managing to do some damage. I don't think it was enough, though, to say that he's made this. Well, I don't even think it was enough. I just don't think it was enough, period, to put him out of danger, because soon there's going to be a big attack. Now,